What's happening, guys? So, match preview: Fulham versus Arsenal at Craven Cottage, 2 p.m. Sunday. Now, I'm nervous about this game. I'm not looking at this game like I looked at the Bournemouth game, because the Bournemouth game, not only were we at home, but it's just our record against Bournemouth was just like almost spotless. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely thought that we blitzed through Bournemouth easily, but I didn't think it'd be like that. Now, with this game, Fulham, they've actually been all right this season. If I was to just take a look, at Fulham's record, right, I'll put it on the screen here. So, now they lost the last game against Brentford, away to Brentford. But you look at the record since, like, before then, obviously they're still in the FA Cup. They didn't lose in February. The last time they lost a game was against Spurs, and Fulham were at home. So the only thing that gives me any confidence that Arsenal will get through this game is the fact that Tottenham went there and won, and Man United went there and won already. So it's like I'm sure we can do the same thing then. You know what I mean? We've been better than both them teams this season. They've beaten Chelsea, but anybody's beating Chelsea these days. You know what I mean? But otherwise, they lost 2 games on a bounce. Back end of 2020, almost back end of 2022. Lost to both Manchester clubs, away and home. But you look at the games that they lost at West Ham, lost at Newcastle, went there and won. So again, if Newcastle can go there and win, why can't Arsenal? Obviously we've beaten them already. I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, we can beat these, man. But I'm still nervous because of the time of the year, and if we look at Arsenal's fixtures. Obviously, we'll go on results. We'll go on fixtures, right? Obviously, we've got Fulham tomorrow. Then we play Sporting. So we've already just come back from Europa League, and then we've got a league game. This is what I'm saying about having Europa League while he's still trying to chase the title. This is why it would be remarkable if Arsenal can win the league from all this. You know what I mean? Because I don't want us to throw the Europa League away. You know what I mean? We're in it, so let's try and go for it. You know what I mean? Our next league game after this one is Crystal Palace at home. Now, Crystal Palace right now playing Man City. Let me check what the score is. It's still 0-0 in that game. I'm more nervous about a team when they've come off a loss, because they're going to need a bounce back. Because at the end of the day, if you lose the game, it's how do you bounce back from it? Then we've got Leeds United on April the 1st, because it's internationals after the Palace game. Now, the things about internationals is players possibly picking up needless injuries where they didn't need to be out there playing some pointless ass international game. You know what I mean? But April, the month of April is looking... that's where things are going to get spiced up. You know what I mean? Like, Liverpool on the 9th of April at 4:30. West Ham away from home. So that's 2 away games on the bounce. Southampton at home. Then the big one against Man City, which is another 8 o'clock kickoff. Away from home. Chelsea at home. And then we start May going to Newcastle. And I expect Newcastle to play against us how they should have played against Man U, to try and win themselves a trophy for the first time in 50 odd years. Then Brighton come to Emirates. That's still not going to be easy. Brighton have been good all season, right? Their ambitions is, well, maybe we can get Champions League football. You know what I mean? And their record at Emirates, it's not like it's terrible. You know what I mean? They're already beaten us there this season in the Cup. And then we go to Forest, which not going to be an easy game. Second to last game of the season, and we're going Forest. Now, we finished the season off at home to Wolves. And I'm if anything, Like that's probably top 5, top 3 maybe of games that I'm prang about. You know what I mean? That's the game I'm looking at, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm scared right now. You know what I mean? Because the way we concede goals, and Wolves, to be honest, you know what I mean? The Wolves have had some patches in this season where it's like, now we can do something kind of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, going back to this game tomorrow, you know, they haven't been that bad. Marco Silva he's been all right as manager for the club. Arsenal have won all 4 of their away London derbies in the Premier League this season by a combined scoreline of 8-0. So we've been travelling quite well this season in London. So when it comes to injuries, you know, El Nenne's obviously not playing. Gabriel Jesus, don't expect to see him at all, and I don't want to see him in the team yet. You know what I mean? Not right now. You know what I mean? I'd rather see Jesus come back in April. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can kick on from that. Nketiah is questionable and Trossard is questionable. Trossard's got a muscle injury. Nketiah's got an injury. I'm not sure what type of injury actually. Let's go to the head-to-head. Right? The head-to-head. I'll actually put it up on this side. So, obviously, the last time we played Fulham, we beat them. Then the time before that was in 2021. We drew at Emirates, but we beat them 3-0 at their ground. In fact, the last time Fulham beat us was 2-1 in 2012. That was the last time they beat us. And then before that, 2008, 1-0. Fulham don't beat us, rarely. 2006. They've never won at the Emirates. Yeah, Fulham have never won at the Emirates, but we're not playing at the Emirates. We're playing at Craven Cottage. And, you know, 2012 was the last time they won there. What they won against Arsenal. You know what I mean? So there's like years of gaps before they actually win against Arsenal. But Fulham, like I said, they've been decent this season. But we can't slip here. We can't. You know what I mean? We just can't. You know what I mean? So far, we're 4 points ahead of Man City because Man City are currently drawing with Crystal Palace. Now they're at Palace, and Palace not the easiest of places to go, but I would expect Man City to get through that. So let's just say it's going to be 2 points going into tomorrow's game. That means we've got 3 points to pick up, so we can pull back 5 points in front. Now it would be sweet if Crystal Palace could do us a favour. You know what I mean? That would be sweet right now. You know what I mean? And then we can pull even further clear. But you know, yeah, it's a bit much to ask for. I mean, Fulham are currently 8th in the table on 39 points, played 26 games. Level on points with Brighton, who have 2 games in hand over them. Yeah, Brentford lost today, so Brentford would have been above. Brentford would have been like, what, 6th in the table if they'd have won today, but lost against Everton. So Fulham are looking to capitalise and be like, nope, we can, because Fulham will go 5th. Oh, well, no, goal difference. So, but still, Fulham will be joint 5th or something with Liverpool, because Liverpool lost today. So Fulham, you know what I mean? You have to look at these things because you have to look at why a team's going to turn up. You know what I mean? We can all sit there and say a team's just going to turn up, but you know what I mean? You have to look at these things because you know, and just like the football team should know, and the management and everything like that, look, these men are fighting for something. But yeah, anyways, score prediction for tomorrow's game. I'm saying Arsenal are going to win 1-0. I think it's going to be one of them tight little games. I think it's going to be like the Leicester game. I think it's going to be like that. You know what I mean? And the reason why I give ourselves a clean sheet, even though defensively we haven't been that great, you know, it's because for some reason, away from home, I think we've kept more clean sheets away from home than we have at home this season. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking maybe we might do the same against Fulham, but you never know. Fulham gave us a 2-2 bit of scare at Emirates when they scored first, but you know, we pulled through that as well. But yeah, the usual suspects I expect to start. I expect the strong lineup to start similar to Europa League in terms of Martinez is going to be up front. Saka's going to be on the right. Reece Nelson on the left. Then I expect Odegaard to come back in now. Granit Xhaka and Partey to start. Ben White, Gabriel Saliba, Big Zinne, and Ramsdale back in goal. You know what I mean? But we do need to start doing a little bit of a rotation. Like if we're seeing out a game, we're going to need to start taking some players off because we've got Europa League as well. You know what I mean? To be honest, I don't want to see these players be seeing 90 minutes constantly this season because, you know, we have a title to win. We're still in the Europa League. You know what I mean? I don't want us to sack off Europa League for trying to win the league, something that's not guaranteed either. You know what I mean? It's big club mentality doesn't sack off cup competitions just because. But we'll see what happens anyway. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials, and yes, I will see you guys in a match reaction tomorrow. Hopefully, when we've gone back 5 points clear, or depending on what Crystal Palace do, Crystal Palace might pick up 3 points tonight. If they do, then if we've pulled 8 points clear. Anyways, catch you guys in a bit. Peace.